ESLPod.com presents A Day in the Life of Jeff, a special 10-episode course to teach you everyday vocabulary in English. This is Dr. Jeff McQuillan.
This Kate McQuillan
From the Center for Educational Development
from the Center for Educational Development
in beautiful Los Angeles,
in beautiful Los Angeles,
California,
California,
and I'll be the host for this series.
and I'll be the host for this series.
In this course,
In it course,
you'll learn the vocabulary
you learn the vocabulary
for everyday actions,
for everyday action,
from getting up in the morning
from getting up in the morning
to going to bed at night, and everything
to go into bed at night. Không,
in between.
at night and everything in between. Mày xài nhiều rồi. Không xài.
Each lesson has 3 parts.
Each lesson has 3 parts.
First,
First,
a story read slowly.
a story, rich story.
Second, an
Second,
explanation of the
and a lesson
story and the
of the story
vocabulary we use.
and the vocabulary we use.
And third, the story
Điện thoại tao mày lấy quà. The third story. Điện thoại mày lấy quà. Nhà cũng lấy á.
read at a normal speed.
Read a normal speed. Tự nhiên.
Are you ready? Let's begin with lesson 1.
Let's begin. Lesson 1, getting up.
Up. The worst
The work
part of the day for
part of the day for me
me is
is
definitely
definitely
when I have to get up.
when I have to get up.
Waking up, that I can handle.
That I can handle.
But getting up,
But getting up,
that I hate.
that I hate.
The covers I have on my bed
The covers I have on my bed
are heavy,
are heavy.
mostly because
Mostly
I have a comforter
because I have a comforter
as well
as
as a light blanket.
as a light blanket.
I sleep with 2 pillows,
I sleep with 2 pillows,
which
which
for some reason
for some reason
have different color
have different color
pillowcases.
pillowcase.
Well, at least
Will at least
the sheets
the sheets
match.
match.
I sometimes wake
I sometimes
up
wake up
before the alarm goes off.
before the alarm goes off.
I like to keep the alarm at a low
I like to keep the alarm
volume
at
with
a loud volume
some classical music.
with some classic music.
Nothing too jarring.
Không được. Phải đúng cái chìa khóa không được. Nothing too jarring.
My old roommate
My old roommate
used to like the terrible buzzer that you find on most alarm clocks nowadays.
có con Nam á đang quay. You to like the terrible buzzer. Không có mượn á.
Which,
Đó. Mẹ nói chuyện xong kìa.
which always used
That your fire or not alarm
to drive me nuts.
with always you to drive me nuts. Nghe nó cũng mượn thoại tao á. Bật quá à. Nghe cũng mượn á.
As I was saying,
As I will say,
I sometimes
của Nam nhìn nè, nhìn tới à.
wake up
I sometimes wake up
before the alarm, usually because of some noise outside the house. A car door slamming,
A car door slamming,
an alarm going off,
an alarm going up,
gunfire. Well,
gunfire. Well,
okay, not gunfire,
okay, not gunfire,
but man, is my neighborhood noisy.
is my neighborhood noisy.
Of course, when I'm staying in
when I'm staying
a hotel,
in a hotel,
it's usually easier to just get a wake-up call
to just get a wake up
from the hotel
from the hotel,
than set the alarm.
then set the alarm.
I'm not really an early riser,
I'm not really an early riser,
so I don't jump out of bed ready to take on the world. I get up very slowly, usually 1 foot on the floor at a time. Every once in a while, I'll oversleep, but not too often.
but not too often.
I really love the weekends.
I really love the weekends.
When I can sleep in.
When I can sleep in.
Our story begins by me describing how much I do not like getting up. To get up means to get out of your bed. To stand up after you have been lying down on a bed. I say that the worst part of my day is when I have to get up. Waking up, that I can handle. To wake up, W-A-K-E-U-P,
WAKEUP
2 words, means that
two words
you are sleeping
means that you are sleeping
and you stop sleeping,
and you stop sleeping
and now you are awake.
and now you are awake.
The verb is to wake up.
The verb is to wake up.
So you can wake up
So you can
while
wake
you
up
are in bed,
while you are in bed.
and then
And
you
then
get up.
you get up.
You stand up after lying down.
You stand up after lying down.
I said that waking up is
I say that waking up
something I can handle.
is something that I can handle.
To handle,
To handle
H-A-N-D-L-E, here means
here means
to be able to control.
to be able to control.
Something that I can manage.
Something that I can manage.
Something that
Something that
I can
I can
accept.
accept.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
Another expression would be something
Another expression would be something
I can deal with.
I can deal with.
To deal,
To deal
D-E-A-L, with something
with something
is the same
is the same
in this case as
in this case
to be able to
as to be able to
handle something.
handle something.
I say that getting up is
I say that waking up
something that I hate.
is something that I hate. Hold on. I say that getting up is something that I hate.
The covers I have on my bed are heavy.
The covers I have on my bed are heavy.
The covers,
The covers
C-O-V-E-R-S, are the things that you
are the things that you
put over you
put over
to
you
keep you warm.
to keep you warm.
Usually,
Usually,
the covers include
the cover includes
a blanket,
a blanket,
sometimes
sometimes
a comforter,
a comforter,
and usually what we would call the
what we would sell
top
the top
sheet
sheet
or flat sheet.
of plastic.
A comforter,
A comforter,
C-O-M-F-O-R-T-E-R, is a very thick
a very thick
blanket,
blanket,
a very heavy blanket.
a
blanket,
very,
B-L-A-N,
a very heavy blanket. A blanket
K-E-T, is something
is something
that you put over you when
that you put over you
when you are sleeping
when you are sleeping
to keep you warm.
to keep you warm.
Blanket is a
Blanket is
general term.
a general term.
A comforter is
A comforter
a kind of blanket,
is a kind of blanket.
a heavy blanket.
A heavy blanket.
The opposite of
The opposite
a comforter would
of a comforter
be a light blanket.
would be a light blanket.
A light,
A light
L-I-G-H-T blanket would be
blanket
the opposite.
would be the opposite.
And that is a blanket that
And that is a blanket
will keep you warm,
that will keep you warm.
but if it gets very cold,
But if it gets very cold,
it might not
it might not
keep you warm. It
keep you warm.
might not be sufficient.
It might not be sufficient.
So we have a comforter
So we have a comforter
and we have a light blanket.
and we have a light blanket.
Usually
Usually
there is a top sheet,
there is a top sheet,
S-H-E-E-T, that you put over you
that you put over you
in between
in between
your body
your body
and the blankets.
and the blankets.
And this top sheet
And this top sheet
is sometimes called a flat
is sometimes called a blanket
sheet. The sheet that goes on the bed itself,
the sheet that goes on the bed itself,
that goes onto the corners
that goes onto the corners
of the bed,
of the bed.
that's called a fitted
That's called a fitted sheet.
sheet. A fitted,
A fitted
F-I-T-T-E-D sheet. So we have a fitted sheet on the bed that you
So we have a fitted on the bed
sleep on top of.
that you sleep on top on.
Then we have a top sheet
Then we have a top sheet
and then a blanket.
and then a blanket.
Sometimes, if
Sometimes
it's very cold,
if it's very
a comforter
cold,
as
a comforter
well.
as well.
I say in the story that
I say in the story that
I sleep with two pillows.
I sleep with two pillows.
A pillow,
A pillow,
P-I-L-L-O-W, is what you put your
is what you put your
head on when you sleep.
head on when you sleep.
Now, for some reason,
Now, for some reason,
I say
I say
I have different colored
I have different color
pillowcases.
pillowcase.
This is true.
It is true.
Actually, I have
Actually, I have
a black pillowcase
a black pillowcase
and a blue
and a blue
pillowcase
pillowcase
for my two pillows.
for my two pillows.
I think the reason is I am
I think the reason is I am
too lazy
lazy
to go and buy
to go and buy
a new pillowcase.
a new pillowcase.
Well, the pillowcase,
Will a pillowcase
P-I-L-L-O-W-C-A-S-E, PLOWCASE, one word, is the thing that
the thing that
you put over the pillow
you put over the pillow
so the pillow doesn't get dirty.
so the pillow doesn't get dirty.
We call that the pillowcase.
We sell that the pillowcase.
I say, well, at least
I say will at least
the sheets match.
the sheets match.
We already know what a
We already know what a sheet is.
sheet is. When we say the sheets match,
When we say the sheets match,
MATCH, we mean that they are the same color,
we mean
or two
that they are the same
colors that look good together.
two colors that look together. Phát âm A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, I, G, K, L, M, N, R, B, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z,